Yeah, because let's be honest, we touch on his powers, but we never really explain. We just presume people know who Martian Manhunter is.
We kind of forgot that our entire thing is we're here for novices, and assumed everyone would know who the Martian Manhunter is. But even if you kind of knew who he was, but didn't realize how powerful he was, this should help.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Martian Manhunter, aka John Johns. He first appeared in the Justice League of America number 255 all the way back in October 1986. He's just a touch older than Mr. Horizontal.
Okay, I knew that was coming. Why did I know that was coming?
Pretty hard. Just get used to it. So the Martian Manhunter, in a surprise to I hope no one, was born on Mars.
No.
However, he was an extremely rare birth because he was also born with a twin brother, which is even rarer in Martians than it is in humans.
Oh, okay.
But here's where it gets really interesting. His brother didn't have the standard telepathic abilities that basically all Martians have, which is how they communicate. So as a result of this, he kind of became an outcast due to, what would essentially be classed as a disability, I guess.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, Martians are ableist.
Oh, God.
That's the only way that can be interpreted.
I feel like most alien races are not.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so he became an outcast, and as a result of this, he became a bit of an extremist who grew to hate Martian culture. And this is where we can stop feeling sorry for him.
Oh.
Because his response to this was to plot a genocide.
Classic response, yeah.
Of course. So what he did was he used their advanced science to create a virus that transported between Martians when they used their telepathic abilities.
How the heck does that work?
It's Martian voodoo science. I wouldn't worry about it too much. These are comic book characters, Hori.
Yeah,
crazy shit happens. We're talking about Martians and how one Martian was sad because he couldn't read people's minds.
You don't know what Elon Musk will find when he makes it to Mars.
Hopefully a personality. Anyway, and the result of the virus would cause Martians to burst into flames, burning from the inside out.
Okay.
So John, with his almighty resolve, managed to not use his telepathic abilities and suppress his desire. And imagine someone just walking up to you and going, "Don't use your right arm, otherwise you're going to die." It's like your first response is going to be to probably tense it up and be like, "What does that even mean? How do you not use it?"
Yeah.
And that's what it was like for Martians, which is why it was so effective. But he did manage to suppress his desire or natural urges to use it. But as a result of that, he got to survive to watch his mother and father and wife and daughter to succumb to the virus and die.
And develop a hatred and a fear of fire.
Yes. So it turns out Martians are all a little bit susceptible to fire. But his turned into a pathological fear because of the genocide.
The virus. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how do I describe a genocide without using the word genocide? Anyway, this one brings us to Earth, where a human scientist who'd found ancient Martian equipment launched a transmitter beam that went through time and space and grabbed John from the past, because this all happened centuries ago.
Oh.
And this brought John to Earth and to our time.
Didn't know that.
When John then arrived on Earth, he realised that Mars had been dead for a long time.
Okay.
So he kind of decided, well, I may as well just stay here. I don't really have an easy way of getting home, but I may as well stay here.
Mm-hmm.
So he did. he adopted an Earth persona using his shapeshifting abilities and called himself John Jones.
So creative.
Yeah. John would live as a police officer. And then on the side, he would use his powers in secret to try and solve cases. Until one day, Martian Manhunter kind of got discovered and outed as a superhero working in the shadows. And he then helped form the Justice League of America as one of the founding members.
Nice.
Now, this is where we get into the absolute unit that is the Martian Manhunter. And I think the more terrifying bit about this we need to remember is none of these are special to him. This is just what Martians can do.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so he can shapeshift. He can go invisible.
Nice.
He can phase through stuff.
Nice.
He is super durable. He has immunity to any toxin or poison from Earth.
Handy.
He has super strength and, to go along with it, super stamina. He also has phenomenal regenerative abilities, as well as being able to fly, alongside super speed. So he's got you covered ground or air.
He's got you covered everything.
He has extra sensory input. So as humans, we have 5 senses. Sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Is that right? I think it's 5.
Yeah, it is 5.
Martians have 9.
Huh? Well, one of them's telepathy.
I don't know what them other 4 come under, but yeah. They also live extraordinarily long. They've got crazy longevity. Their lives are very, very long. He has super hearing, of course. What OP superhero doesn't.
Yep.
He has a very powerful breath, similar to Superman. His lungs are so powerful they can create very cold, pressurized air.
Right, got you.
Super sight. So, my understanding of this, based on what it said, was no one's 100% sure how it actually works. But it's kind of a little bit like he can zoom in.
Okay.
As well as maybe a touch of X-ray vision.
Okay.
But also maybe able to see a electrical waves. So you got the electromagnetic spectrum.
Oh yeah.
And you using that spectrum, you can see lots of things, and we have machines that can identify them. His eyes can do that.
Right. Okay.
He's also able to utilize heat vision.
Yeah.
As we know, he has telepathy. He also has telekinesis. And he can absorb matter into his own body to make himself larger.
Right.
So they're his powers.
Doesn't have.
Then we move on to his abilities.
Oh God.
So he has a genius level intellect.
Okay.
He is an expert in hand-to-hand combat, as well as being very proficient with a trident.
Interesting choice of weapon.
He is a detective to rival that of Batman himself.
Oh.
And he's also a very skilled diplomat.
Interesting.
Basically, do not fuck with Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I feel like it's what power should we give him? Yes.
Yeah, that was exactly the creative process.
What powers will we give him Martians? Yes.
And then on top of that, they made him super friendly and super trustworthy and reliable.
Yep. Because they were like, well, we can't make him a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's so stacked.
So, for anyone who was wondering, that's why Martian Manhunter was able to slap up Abomination without too many worries.
That's why he was able to slap up everyone without any worry.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
he's a big, strong, thick boy.
I forget who picked him. If it was me or you.
I feel like that's not someone you would have come up with. No offense.
Yeah, but I knew of him. But I don't think I put him in. I can't remember. So long ago now. But whoever did, it's kind of GG from the get go, let's be honest.
Yeah. In hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight.
I thought for a minute there, because I wasn't thinking too much about it, that it might be alright. And then we got to like
halfway
the
through
quarterfinals. I was like, oh shit, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. So that is the character profile on our champion.
Yes.
I'll probably do the same at the end of the next bracket for our next champion.
Like episode 150 or whatever it's going to
be. It's a long time away.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get too desperate, I might just pick like one of the people from.
Yeah, I mean, we could do the people that get eliminated.
Yeah. Anyway,
talk about how trash they were and why they got eliminated.
So I'm going to change the order because I don't know why I did it in this order.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about what's on there next. We're going to go down one because it just makes more sense.